Speaking of disturbing, here's See Through It All's viral post, 24,000, 1 million views. And I saw all these other big accounts that were just reposting his video. Hey, how about you just retweet him? Don't just steal his video and repost it. All of these engagement farmers. This is the woman, stopantisemitism.org, who I was one of the very first people she targeted. She got my YouTube account banned and my website banned and maybe more. And now here she is threatening that she's going to ruin anybody's life if they criticize Jews.
Fight that the...
I would now like to welcome to the stage Leora Rez, founder and executive director of Stop Anti-Semitism, a watchdog organization that publicly exposes anti-Semitic behavior, creating consequences for those who espouse bigotry toward the Jewish people.
Consequences.
Leora?
Dude, she looks like a Skeletor. Like remember the movie, what is it, Mars? Aliens from Mars? No, what was the movie where there's a woman giving a speech and then she like rips off her mask and she's like a reptilian alien underneath? This is what she looks like. How much plastic surgery has this woman had?
Tonight, I speak not just about a problem, but an actual fight. A fight that the Jewish community did not choose, but one that we are now fully engaged in, confronting the global explosion of Jew hatred, unleashed since the attacks of 10/7. Stop Anti-Semitism was built for this. For years, we exposed hate, pressured institutions, and delivered consequences. But after 10/7, the scale of threat and the urgency of our mission changed dramatically overnight. Since that day, we have featured more than 1,000
She has one hell of an underbite. Her bottom teeth stick out way in front of her top teeth. That's a symptom of inbreeding, I'm pretty sure.
On our platforms, 1,000.
Dude, she has me blocked. I'm trying to do an advanced search to see when she talked about me, how far back and what she said, because I'm not kidding. I was one of the first people. She set up her Twitter account, and I was one of the first people she came after.
Theorized.
And I said it at the time. I'm like, how is this allowed? How is this person who's working with all of these Jewish organizations able to slander me online and get me banned from YouTube and my website? And then since then, this was probably 5 years ago. All these new people that started talking about Jews on October 7th, pushing all their kosher Christian disinfo, all these Anon bot accounts constantly slandering me and blacklisting me and suppressing me.
About them, not quietly documented them, feature them publicly, clearly, and with evidence. The results speak for themselves. Approximately 400 of these Jew haters have faced real consequences, including firings, suspensions, and expulsions. More than 300 of them remain in an active investigatory state across universities, corporations, DEI departments, unions, hospitals.
Yeah, I found it here. This is what she says. Look, this is this woman. May 11th, 2021. This is when she had like 10,000 followers. Great news. Squarespace finally removes this bigot's horrific anti-Semitic, racist, homophobic website. As if I have anything homophobic on my website. Anti-Semite of the Week, October 25th, 2020. Finally got booted from YouTube for spewing his vile Jew hatred. Shows a picture of me. She blocks out Sam Tripoli. Jew hater. And then gets you banned. Calls you a hater, lies about you, and then gets you banned. Here's another one she did. Can white supremacists like Nick Fuentes, John Gage, and Adam Green be next? 2021, this bitch shared. There was another post where she literally said, oh, here it is. Adam Green's YouTube channel shut down late last week. Some of his guests have been Lucas Gage and Jake Morphonios. 135,000 subscribers. This is her celebrating that she got me banned from YouTube. For what? Showing clips of rabbis? For reading quotes from the Bible? For criticizing Israel? for saying true things about Jewish power or Jewish influence. And now, 5 years later, here she is at the Israel embassy talking about how she's going to ruin everybody's life if they criticize Jews.
And yes, 5 arrests to date tied directly to threats and violence of anti-Semitic conduct we helped expose. This is what accountability looks like. This is what action looks like. This is what pushing back hard looks like against the tidal wave of hate that has consumed the United States and global population.
See, hate has consumed Edom and Europe. She should be sued. She literally posted a link and said, everybody go report and flag his YouTube channel. That's what she did. Somehow Candace Owens still has a YouTube. Candace Owens and Ian Carroll, they still have their YouTube channels though. They've never been censored. Like a foreign Israeli agent working for the embassy of Israel and all these Jewish organizations gets me banned, and then all I hear every day is Adam's a Jew, Adam's a Jew, and she took me out 5 years ago.
Founding, Stop Anti-Semitism has operated on one guiding belief: anti-Semitism thrives when there are no consequences.
She's so hideous.
So we created consequences, a lot of them. We created visibility. We turned the spotlight towards those who targeted on our community, making silence impossible. On campuses where Jewish students were hunted through libraries, where professors glorified Hamas and Hezbollah terrorists, where mobs shut down our buildings and administrators hid under desks, we stepped in. We documented the offenders. We worked with attorneys, lawmakers, and victim families. And we ensured the message was not mistakable. If you target Jewish students, your actions will not disappear into the darkness. We will shine a light on you that, thanks to Google and SEO, will follow you for the rest of your life. When you look for a job, when you look for a spouse, when you look for a name.
This is the woman that calls Miss Rachel an anti-Semite. She makes Miss Rachel anti-Semite of the week and in the running for anti-Semite of the year. Just like Canary Mission, they just call thousands of people anti-Semitic. Their whole job is just to point the finger and call anybody that ever dares criticize Jews and their actions or their religion anti-Semitic and to try to ruin their lives forever. Oh, what? I'm sure that's really decreasing anti-Semitism. I'm sure this ghoul threatening to ruin anybody's life if she says true things about Jews.
When you look for anything, our work will always be documented, again, thanks to Google and SEO. In corporations where DEI leaders smeared Israel, excused Hamas, we pressured CEOs. Some resigned, many were terminated, but policies were changed, thankfully, from governmental to art institutions. Online, where anonymous accounts spread violent threats, we traced patterns, elevated evidence, and worked with authorities, leading to arrests from Florida, South Carolina, New York, California, and Texas. And we're not slowing down, sadly. Today, Stop Anti-Semitism, I'm proud to say, runs one of the most robust anti-Semitic enforcement operations in the United States, monitoring campuses, digital networks, activist groups, and public officials, documenting incidents in real time. And
it's crazy how much of an industry there is around combating anti-Semitism. Like, how many conferences do they have about this? How many organizations are there? How many tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars are put towards fighting anti-Semitism? And it just keeps growing somehow. They thrive off of it, actually. They need it. They need the low IQ Christian controlled op conspiracy slop anti-Semitism. It is like their secret weapon.
Mobilizing millions of people, of allies that are quietly by our side. But the fight is bigger than the exposure, and it's about securing a future where Jewish students can walk across a quad without being screamed at, a future where employers understand that anti-Semitism is not activism. It's bigotry, and it will cause you to lose your job.
So it's activism when they're fighting white people or Muslims or doing all their propaganda. That's activism. But if anybody pushes back against them, it's not activism and it's hate speech, and they will ruin your life forever. Soon they will arrest us. They would love to.
A future where fact, not propaganda, shapes policy. A future where global institutions.
You know, the most frustrating thing too is I've been talking about this stuff for 10 years. I've been vindicated on so many things, and then I'm banned from YouTube, Facebook, PayPal, Patreon, Squarespace, Facebook. All of big tech besides Twitter basically has had me banned years ago. And then online, all it is every day is Adam's a Jew. Look, he works for Mossad, blah, blah. All these lies and slander and defamation, getting blacklisted and gate kept from all the big platforms.
From governments to universities to media, finally treats Jew hatred with the serious of other minority targeted hate. Together, we need three things.
Oh my God, as if sensitivity around anti-Semitism isn't way more than any other type of racism.
Action, real action, as I listed, accountability, relentless vigilance, because anti-Semitism does not take breaks. It doesn't wait for elections. It doesn't disappear because we are exhausted and tired. And when I tell you myself and my team are exhausted and tired, that's the least of it.
Oh, it must be so hard posting about anti-Semitism online. Dude. The underbite and this like weird Squarespace, she's as ugly on the outside as she is on the inside.
Anti-Semitism has never been more essential, more strategic, or more effective than it is now.
Or more lucrative, right? Or more donations.
But we cannot do this alone. The demand, the volume of tips, the number of investigations, sadly, it continues to grow instead of decrease. If we want a safer future for the Jewish people, this is the moment to stand together and act. We have to push harder to make it clear that Jewish safety is a non-negotiable. Tonight, I'm asking you to always be in the fight with us, not just in spirit, but in true action. Participate in calls to action. Write letters to your governmental officials. Speak to the teachers and the college administrators that are making, if it's not your friends and kids, it's making other community members feel unsafe. When we act, lives share the very first lives and history that targeting Jews will come at a price. And together, we can ensure that Jew hatred never goes unanswered again. As a former
when has it ever?
From the US,
they always say this. When has it ever gone unanswered? She acts like without her, nobody would be talking about anti-Semitism. Lemon, raw honey, and ginger. Yeah, I was doing all of those.
USSR. I say this with all of my heart.
She's from
God
the
bless
USSR.
the United States. God bless Israel, and Am Israel Chai.
You want to make it like the United States? You want to make it like the United States, like the USSR, where it's anti-Semitism is illegal? Yes, they do, actually. That is what they want to do. Guys, what's the movie where the woman's up on the stage at the podium and then like she's giving a speech to a bunch of women and then she pulls off her mask and she's an alien underneath and then everybody else in the crowd pulls off their mask too? Is that Mars Attacks? What movie is that? I remember it as a kid. I've seen the clip recently.
Thank you so much.
Dude, I'm glad. People like her and Jonathan Greenblatt literally create more anti-Semitism.
I would now like to welcome.
Come on, what is this? No, it wasn't They Live. It is Mars Attacks. Let's see. Mars Attacks mask. Mask scene. Here, this is what happened right after they cut away from the anti-Semitism lady. This is what she did. And no, this is not a trope that I'm saying Jews are demonic alien reptilians. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying she looks like she would pull off her thing and be a demon underneath. Her specifically, not all Jews. That's it. That's the one. I watched Liar Liar on the plane also, and I there was a new soundbite I want to add to the board. Let me know what you guys think. Here it is. Come on! Come on! That's what I'm gonna play that every time I play a rabbi clip. Come on! All right, let's find the witches. The witches mask scene. That's it. That's the one. I watched this as a kid. Remove your wigs, ladies. Dude, it literally looks just like her. What? Hold on. It looks just like her, guys.
Mobilize the Intifada.
Where is it? I can't believe this. No wonder I thought it looked just like her. Where is she? Dude.
Helped expose.
Are we watching a movie here? If she had bangs, it looks exactly like her. Uh-oh, they left the camera rolling at the Jewish event. Here we go.
You may remove your shoes.
USSR accent. It's her. Dude, life imitates art. Remove your wigs.
I say locked and bolted.
We will come after these goyim and silence all the ones who criticize.
Locked and bolted.
It's her.
Hey.
Wow. Woo. Dude, couldn't make this up. Let's stop anti-Semitism when she takes off her mask. Whoa. Little on the nose with that one. Predictive programming much? Dude, this is like revelation of the method, bro. Dude, have you ever watched The Witches on weed? Bro, I think that this is really the witches coming to life, man. It's her. Anti-Semitism of the week, no more news.
Of England. You're a disgrace.
We will ban you and ruin your life with the SEOs. You will never have a job.
Good for nothing world.
You think you Goyim can criticize God's chosen people?
Everywhere I look,
I see filthy Goyim
I see the repulsive
Think.
sight.
thinking they can criticize us.
Thousands of revolting little children.
Okay, you get the point. There she is.
This is what accountability looks like.
Take off your masks, World Jewish Congress and the Embassy of Israel. Dude, somebody's going to steal this. Or probably people need to do a side-by-side of like a cut and edit, a cut back and forth, or just clip this section. I don't know. Clip me from earlier with talking about this. Now, somebody needs to do an edit comparing her to that woman. It's too similar, too eerily similar. It makes you think something's going on.